This is how I went from making no sales to making consistent sales from digital marketing. Let's get into it. First things first, you want to focus on serving, not selling. The biggest mistake I was making was I was too focused on selling to people, and my messaging was coming across as pushy, and that's because I was only worried about what I wanted, which was to make sales. When I started to focus more on serving my audience, that's when I started to see results. I shifted my approach to solving their problems, meeting their needs, and answering their questions, because your audience wants to know that you're on their side and not just after their money. So you have to ask yourself, how can I make my audience life better or easier or more enjoyable? That's where the magic actually happens, y'all. The second thing is your messaging and the way you position your offer is what matters the most, because you can have the best product in the world, but people will not buy if your messaging is not clear, because it's not enough to say, oh, my product is the best, just go get it. Like, people are not going to want to visit your store if you're coming off that way. You're going to have to paint a picture to people as to why your product is valuable. Why does your audience need what you're offering? How does it solve their pain points or bring them closer to their desires? Position your offer as the solution to their problems, not just another product in the market. When your messaging is on point, you will attract the right people that are ready to say, yes, this is exactly what I need. Incorporate the 4 key value points in all of your content. When it comes to marketing, value is key. If you haven't gotten that so far already, then I'm telling you again, you need to be providing value. Educational, inspirational, relatable, and entertaining. And if you're asking yourself why, it's because these are the types of content that builds trust, connection, and credibility. Educational content is going to teach your audience something that they didn't know. Inspirational content is going to show and motivate your audience about the limitless possibilities that there are in this world. Relatable content says, I get you and I understand where you're coming from. And entertaining content is going to keep your audience engaged and keep them coming back for more. The more value you provide, the more your audience will see you as the person that they want to buy from. It doesn't matter how many people is selling the same product in the same market, because the people that resonate with you are going to gravitate towards you naturally. And last but not least, you need to know who your target audience is and know their pain points and desires, because a lot of people try to sell to everyone because they're trying to increase their chances of getting sales. But the opposite actually happens. When you're trying to sell to everyone, you end up connecting with no one. To start making consistent sales, you have to know exactly who you're talking to, their struggles, their goals, and what keeps them up at night. Start researching your audience. What do they want or what's holding them back? When you start to speak directly to their pain points and desires, your messaging becomes powerful and resonates deeply. But yes, that's all I have for y'all. I hope this helps. And if you're looking for, more strategies and tips like this, then you need to join the RBA community, because it is packed with modules that has proven knowledge. They even host Zoom calls that go into like sales training and stuff like that. And the creator also updates us daily on how we can grow and continue making sales. So make sure y'all drop more info in the comments if you want to get started. And I also have a sneak peek in my Stan store right now. So if you want to kind of get a look into what's inside, then make sure you click the link in my bio.